currently on blue team, but we tested that will not affect the lock currently. So blue is going to be team 1, red is going to be team 2, which is good for being organized. And actually, surprisingly, red, for being team 2 and not being able to declare ships, they have a lot of organization there with their ECP and team 2 tags. That's pretty awesome to see. So if the ship organization does not work out, I suppose their team coordination might. We'll see if they can survive the wave of kicks, though. If they have any more than 2 tier 6s. So a fun thing to note here at the very beginning of the game, tier 2, we have the Trident, which is the absolute mining machine of a tier 2. This thing, it can use its ability and probably get almost a full gems if it aims it correctly. So whoever goes Trident will have a very quick advantage. Over here on red, it seems like we have a decent amount of Delta fighters. See them all mining over here with their gold ECP. I love the coordination. It's so fun to see. So the Trident has an ability called, actually I forget what the ability is called, but it basically turns it into a long Barracuda. See if I can catch one of them in the act. And it is phenomenal at mining. And the Delta Fighter has a less powerful ability. It basically shoots 3 pulses in a spread angle like it usually does that are just a little more powerful, but nothing crazy. That's nothing crazy good at mining or attack. One thing I'm noticing though is it looks like red has a lot more pulse fighters, which pulse fighters are very good at attacking. They have a very strong ability called Step. Here we go. Here's a Trident in its native crazy state with like 500 mass. Love that ship. It's so fun to play with. But yeah, so Pulse Fighter has a very strong ability for combat called the Step. It refreshes really fast and allows it to essentially juke backwards and dodge very quickly. So it's a very fun ship to fight with. We'll see if they actually have any fighting. I think blue is mostly mining down here. While we wait for them to mine up, I suppose we should talk about a few main things here. Firstly, if you notice anything wrong with my microphone, audio is not correct, anything like that, feel free to let me know in the stream comments. I should be checking on those more, actually. I know 547 talked about there are users waiting. I know that they're waiting, but they just came a little bit late, and the problem with that was we had so much chaos trying to get the actual game going that I was not able to grab them. But they are absolutely free to join next round, where we will swap in and out players for whoever needs to leave and whoever needs to join. So, while you're waiting, if you want to get into this game, make sure to join the Inferno Squadron Discord. You can find that in the YouTube link, and also make sure to read the rules and maybe translate if you're Spanish or French or something. Also, don't be afraid to talk in the voice chat. That's a pretty important thing. So, while we wait for this thing to mine up, which I will note, I might have not changed the code to make it so that there is a higher base capacity. So this game is going to go quite quickly, and I actually don't think that's going to be a bad thing. Teams are going to be mine up quite fast because the base depot size is fairly small. This is just vanilla team mode, I believe. And I meant to increase that, but that's okay. But yeah, while we wait for the teams to mine up here, it looks like blue's got a slight advantage, but I don't know how long it's going to last. Red, though, does have an advantage in terms of player count, which we'll see how that turns out. I don't know how they got, because yeah, if red has 15 players, that means every single one of their people showed up, which is quite impressive. Each team has 15 players right now. That's fun though. But while we wait for that to happen, I should probably get onto that. We'll talk about the prize of today's game. So there will be 3 rounds likely in this event, and throughout those 3 rounds, we will have at the end, whoever wins 2 of them, or if somebody straight off the bat, one team wins 2 of them, then we'll just call it there. That team will be able to award 3 MVP players. Some combat going on here. Actually, incredibly well done by blue there, fighting 3 people at once and actually able to survive with all of his shields. So, very strong ability there in the Pulse Fighter. I think that's a very good use of that ship right away. Oh, we have another one here. I don't know. I think this is a strong coordination. Very smart move there to not fight with that many upgraded ships with max gems. Yeah, single out the weak people, very strong. But yeah, we have a custom prize here of a custom Starblast main roll, which are fairly rare, and they're a really fun, unique thing. I know other championships, such as SDC championships, have their winners get that. And so today, 3 MVPs will be able to get that prize from today's game. So that this prize will be awarded by MVPs being selected by their team in a sort of vote system of who do you think contributed the best to their team, which is incredibly difficult, I believe, for Starblast players, because in general most Starblast players are fairly selfish. So we'll see how the voting goes in terms of not being too selfish with that. As of now, though, blue has a slight lead over red. I think part of that came from the attacking going on by these lone players right here. Very well played here, taking out another player with full gems, although I don't know if he's going to survive. Does appear like he does survive. That is quite impressive. Very good use of the lower tiers when your opponents are not fully upgraded yet. And I think it's paying off with their win, because the opponents already have more players. I'm seeing a lot of heavier ships here on blue now, a lot of pioneers, so that's fun. Pioneer is a very strong ship. Our own nerd, the inventor of Dinosaur Mod and also an Inferno Squadron member, he loves playing with the Pioneer, even against tier 6s. So it'll be fun to see if any players decide to stay as that ship, as that is a fairly broken tier 4. But yeah, I'm also seeing here a X-Warrior, which is really fun. As you can see, he already has full attack pods. That comes from an ability the X-Warrior has that'll give you full attack pods and literally make you into an attack pod, which is quite fun. And so the fun thing about that is if you have full attack pods, you can either sell them here at the base to get extra credits, or you can actually use that ability and give the attack pods to your teammates. So it is quite possible... Oh, great. My hitbox turned back on again. It is quite possible to get your entire team to have attack pods. There we go. Hitbox back off. Looks like we have some combat going on down here. I would love to see. Bautista is still at it, which is highly impressive. He is doing a great job at weeding down the red team, but it looks like his life might be over here. Hazard, one of the best PvPers, is on red currently. Very strong PvPer. And dueling, I mean, you can see his the special pass there. He's got the trophy from a win in Starblast Racing, I believe. That'll be a strong player for red. And blue is up to 12 players now, not including me. So we have a fairly even matchup here. In terms of points, looks like blue is absolutely pulling ahead. I think the damage that Bautista and that other blue have done is wreaking havoc on red here, and they're also far ahead in the mining battle. Also, we've had this before too. So the Mercury can spawn one of these 8 saucers, and there has been a lot of deaths to your own teammates because of this, as you can see. So be very careful who you spawn that saucer at. SR Killer 2 is at it over here, just harassing red as they try to mine, and I think that is absolutely paying off in terms of coordination and in terms of base mining. I mean, look at how far ahead blue is in terms of base mining. Beyond that, they also have a Delta Commander. There is a Bastard. That's a ship that's good at mining. And then FR Arceus is the Atos, which has an ability to steal gems. Very, very strong. Fascinating though, on red, it looks like we have 3 Vanguards, which are not a strong ship right now, but they upgrade to some fairly high DPS ships. We'll see though. We'll see how that goes, because 3 of them is interesting. I think the Vanguard has the ability to upgrade to 4 or 6 ships, so let's hope that those players have all adequately coordinated who's going which ship. Here's another guy mining the base with 1 mining pod. I would highly recommend, if you are playing X-Warrior ever, to just constantly spam the ability as much as possible and give your teammates attack pods, or just spam it and sell them back for credits that you can use for torps or secondaries later. It's highly beneficial to have that extra. Here we go, we got a new player on blue up to 13. They are not mining though, and are currently getting bullied. I'm intrigued as to why they are not. I believe part of it might be because they may not have been queued properly, so I'm not sure what's going on here. Yeah, as a reminder, in order to get into this event for the next battles, you absolutely can. It is going to be wide open. There are some people that have already left. You will just need to make sure to read the rules, see what's going on, and then talk to your team. Ah, we have another another alien spawn on teammates. This is phenomenal. Looks like Heather's going to take care of this for the red team, but already killed one and about to kill another one, so be very careful. Oh, there goes another one. Be very careful who you spawn, especially being this far behind in the mining battle. Looks like they are about to hit the next tier, though, with 3 less players, or 3 more players, apologies, on blue. For all their coordination, I'm not sure how that's going to go. Blue right now, though, is very spread out, I will note. I could definitely see a red coming in there. If they thought about utilizing that strategy as a lower tier, I could definitely see them taking out some people too. But so far that strategy has appeared to work very well, of targeting the unupgraded lower tiers. I think that's very wise, especially considering the language barriers. In terms of communication, you cannot have instant responses. And even a lot of players, I will say I'm impressed with how many players are in the VCs. I think nearly everybody who's fighting this is in the VC. So, that is helpful, but with the language barriers, it's a lot more difficult to actually cause change or quick change. Here we can see an Atos, so the ability of Steel Gems is incredibly powerful. In my opinion, one of the most powerful, tier 5 abilities. You can get up to, people have gotten up to well over 3,000 gems in their inventory through this ability, just constantly using it. And it can easily flip the tide of battle, because if somebody's attacking your base, you can literally just hide in your base as the Atos for most of the game and only come out whenever your ability refreshes to steal gems from the attacking team. So yeah, here's another great example of aliens not being used correctly. I would recommend pointing that at your opponent team, not yourself. Blue is still on the fast upgrade. It looks like red right now. Their top player is a miner who's going Bat Defender. Bat Defender is a very strong ship in this game for mining because of its high mass, but also because of its ability, which literally turns it into a bat. And the coolest thing about this is that when you get full gems, you can become a bat and then go back to the station incredibly quickly. Something that's very, very important when you're trying to mine up fast. Hazard, I believe, is the Lancelot, which is a boost ship. And then Red Wing, of course, the very own Inferno Squadron, Red Wing. It's the second commander besides me. He's the one that started the clan with me. He has a love for the Atos, and I don't blame him. So, good to see that he's gotten the ship that he wanted. I think we'll hop onto the VC soon, but as far as I know, the communication between who gets what ship has been fairly smooth. One of the interesting difficulties about this game would be if 2 people want to have the exact same ship, communicating who gets which ship. But as far as I can tell, it seems like it's been relatively smooth. So while we let these players continue mine, looks like there's not much conflict going on. We can talk about another important thing about this specific Arena Mod Team Mode Showdown event, which is going to be strategy. Again, as you can see, Blue utilized a very important early game strategy of attacking lower tier ships that were still mining and low on gems from mining, and I think that has served them very well, especially with the player disadvantage. And so that's an important thing, is to think about if you want to attack early or late, because those early tiers are very powerful. They have strong abilities that allow them to do a lot of damage, and I think with enough coordination, I think they could wipe out the team. But it looks like both teams are opting for a late strategy, which I think is the most fun, and I'm glad both them are doing that. Here we have a Trident on blue. Looks like finally upgrading. We're about to get all their gems yoinked. Yep, all their gems yoinked by Red Wing there. I'm sure you saw that on stream. It's so fun to watch. And right now, Blue's top scorer is an Atos, and Red's second top scorer is an Atos, so it does completely make sense. In the actual Starblast game, in at least 1.0 Starblast before the 2.0 update, Atos was not super strong. In fact, it was not that strong at all, but it was the path to A Speedster, so a lot of players played it. However, in this mode, it has been buffed a lot. It's a very strong fighting tier 5. And here we can see 2 Howlers. Looks like they might go at it. Yep. So the Howler ability is called Weaken. It keeps your opponents from, like, they take more damage, I think, and they lose more health faster, but he got wiped out pretty quickly. Well played there by Blaze, although I should probably not be too close because I will distract their attack. Both teams still tier 3 base, but Blue is very close to breaking that. Here we have a... I don't know what this player is doing. He may not have legged out. That's gonna end quite quickly. Killed by a fly. And okay, here we go. Here we have our first conflict with a bastard and a tier 2. See how much damage that tier 2 can do. I think a lot. It's very slow. But... yeah, so here you can see a ghost. Nebula USE is a ghost. It's a fairly strong tier 5. It's got a ability that literally makes it go ghost, as you just saw. It went right through that asteroid. It'll take no damage for 5 or 6 seconds, so... very strong. Oh, Tix there used his ability, and because he was full on gems, or full on secondaries, that ability just went straight to the next player, which happened to be his opponent's. Very strong rampage here by Red. I think they're making up for some of those losses that they had early on with Blue. Looks like both players are going to escape. Escape with most of their gems, but I don't know if that turnaround there was wise. Okay, boost ability there, barely got Hazard out, and very well. Very good ability to manage the asteroids. I do not know why he's still here. Yeah, that is what happens. But at least Nebula USC made it away with a lot of gems there. And multiple deaths on his back, so... well played there. Delta Commander, oh, he's gone. O Defender. So now is the time to start making sure everybody has a unique tier 6, because if they don't, they will get kicked. But Delta Defender has opted to go O Defender, which has an ability called Torp. It's very, very fun, and also very difficult to master. But it will literally turn you into a Torp that will explode whenever you choose to. Okay, here's a fun game. We have a 505 here. It's a ship that can warp. It's like my ability. You hit it, and you'll warp far across the map. Currently fighting with an Atos, which I'm sure is stealing all their gems. As Eridani would say, it is currently tax season. But yeah, the fun thing you can watch is these Atoses, when you catch them, they will just continue leaking gems forever. Looks like he might make it out, though. I'm not sure. Here we have a Viking. This is a tier 6, strong tier 6 ship. It's gonna get murdered quickly, but... made it out. That is a very strong tier 6 if you know how to use it in this mode. I think Hazard and Nebula have teamed up here to start taking out some of the lower tiers, which is a very smart idea to do, as you can see there. Fairly spread out here on Blue. I think that's the note. Here's Delta with full mining pods. I'm not sure if he should be in combat. Yeah, I think that's a smart idea to run away, but it's gonna last. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna last too long here. The Torp will only get him away for a little bit, but he will self-destruct here. Killing himself, but doing a lot of damage to Blaze there, but not a kill, unfortunately, which would be what I would be looking for as a Torp. One of the unique things about the O Defender, though, is that it can continually respawn. If it dies because of a Torp, it will get that life back. So it can literally respawn with the Torp constantly. Minus the 50-second cooldown. Alright, seeing an advanced fighter here. This ship has the ability to actually kill me as a spectator. One of the funny things about it. It has an EMP strike that will freeze all opponents, do a slight amount of damage to itself and the opponents, and also kill me. So you'll need to watch out for. Got an Echo here, as well as, I forget what that ship's called, but it's got the dash ability. The Echo is really strong. It's got a big pulse, and then has the ability to stealth, which is basically disappear. You'll disappear from the screen, but players can still see you through your name tag and you being on the map. But it's very good for drawing out opponents and keeping yourself alive, because when you, excuse me, when you stealth, you have a large amount of health regain given back. But here's Red. Here's a group of 4 Reds, all matching in their colors and tags, doing a phenomenal job at harrying Blue now. With 2 more players, I think that pressing this advantage here could be pretty fatal. Blue right now needs a coordination, because they have these 2 tier 6s, or, well, 1 tier 6 over here, and another one right there that they needed to call over the instant that battle started, but it did not happen. M here is masterfully maneuvering in and out with no gems. Didn't think that was going to last too long. Yeah, for having a tier 6 quickly, Red very wisely opted there to to take out as many of them as they could while they were upgrading. But looks like Blue's got their act together and have all coordinated back up again. I'm sure some of them are somewhat upgraded enough. A little battle going on down here, I think. Actually, I think it's just tax time. I think Showdown is just dealing with those gems. Let's see here. In terms of score, actually, both teams are quite equal. Blue definitely has the lower scores. I think that recent attack wiped out a lot of their leaderboard players, but as of now, I'm seeing only one of each tier 7. So I think Blue's coordination was quite a lot better than Red's. They had a slight bit more time, but well. It'll be interesting to see too if some players opt to keep their Atos for the entire game. That is definitely a viable strategy that you can use, and we'll see if they utilize that. So the Marauder has an ability that literally just shoots out a huge boatload of damage. I think somewhere around 2,000 damage in its stream. However, it cannot be turned. But that is a great ship for destroying bases. In fact, it's a fairly common strategy to see these ships just run to the base and shoot down like half a module worth of gems, and then immediately run away. One of these stronger tier 6s for fighting bases, but not super good in combat. So FR Alex here is, I forget the name of this ship. I think maybe I should check the ship tree here. Synthesis possibly, or Thunder. I do not recall, but it's got a dash ability called Choo Choo, which is really fun and incredibly good at mining, but not super good in combat. So this is not a very combat worthy ship here. Let's take a look at Red and see how they're going. They should be upgraded now, so maybe they'll start choosing their next tier. Again, they have a 1-player advantage now. So looks like a lot of F4 players got on. Well, 2 F4 players got on Red. This is the Piercer. This is probably the slowest mining ship in the game, so unfortunately I cannot mine him, but it's got a very powerful, I think almost 600 damage shot that can easily one-hit players that are low on gems, and in fact players that aren't low on gems through a speedster class, so very strong ship. So we get a Marauder here, classic pick. Piercer's a good pick too. A Barracuda, very strong. Not quite as strong with mining pods, but we'll ignore that. So I think we're seeming a very similar roster from both teams. I'm interested to see what these U snipers upgrade to. They got an Echo too. Yeah, there is some combat going on up here with a Piercer. I'm sure they just one-hit a player. Actually, no, that's Red that died. Who is it? Somebody got a little kill. The Echo. Okay, well played. Nice little in and out. What the Echo's made for. Okay, I forget what ship that is that Nebula's gone, but it's got a very strong, like, quick fire, burst fire, and then also a push ability, I believe. That's pretty fun. And then the classic 8 Speedster. So I was intrigued to see if anybody went 8 Speedster. So 8 Speedster is very good for combat. It has the dash ability, I believe, that it has in the regular mode. The quick drive ability that allows it to dodge out of combat very quickly. So players who are experienced with the Arena mod Rumble version will be quite good at that, I believe. I believe Oli is. This ship is not super great in combat. I mean, it's good for behind the lines, but it is quite good at mining. And I think Red's gonna need it. I don't know. However, I'm highly impressed. So far, I've seen no duplicates, and teams are working fairly well together. We've got a Scorpion that's got a very powerful ability that turns it into an Audi, and a very powerful Audi at that. Alright, so SR-58C is Viking on its offensive ability right now. Let's see, though. See if I can find any other players that might have chosen the same tier 6 as somebody else. We have a rock tower. I don't know where that rock tower came from. It's a fun ship. So, interestingly, okay, it doesn't spawn secondaries. When I first tested this mod, the rock tower actually spawned those presents. Well played here by this Echo. He's doing a lot of damage right now to red team as they're trying to upgrade. Another insta kill. But the rock tower would shoot secondaries that were presents, like you saw there. The asteroids are presents because it's Christmas season. However, these presents would actually drop secondaries, which is very fun. There could be a lot of secondaries at once. However, right now blue is rampaging through red. Had that extra time to upgrade their tier 7 or tier 6s. However, I think they could end if Blaze actually gets a hit. They're just harrying other people though. Yep, Hazard as the Viking. I could definitely see that. That's a very powerful ship in this mod, and it takes a lot of skill. I think he's got it. Yep. Here we go. You've got a Condor down. Another strong ship. This Borlette is stunned out. Kind of like U-Series in this mode, tier 7s are not insanely powerful. They can be easily taken out. So it will create the end game. It'll make it so that upgrading to tier 7 like vanilla does not increase your chances of winning by a huge amount, which I appreciate. Wait a second, were they still Mercury? They were. Still the lone fly here on blue. Here you have Texas the Gurren. This is the turret ship that upgrades to the Watcher, his favorite ship. I think you all will enjoy when I show you the Watcher when it's upgraded. And right now, blue's on pace to be the first team to tier 7, so I think we will be seeing that. Somebody just messaged me saying they had the wrong ship. I think now I have so many pings in this. I'm sure people are trying to talk to me, but I think now we've joined team 1. That's going to be the blue team, and see how they're going so far. I think they have the top scorer. Yes, they do. Team 1, how's it going? You guys have the top scorer in the game. You're closest to tier 7. Feels like the momentum's on your side, even though you have 2 less players.
Honestly. Yeah, well, one of our players is a level 1.
I have noticed, actually.
Also, because your spectator is on blue, it makes it look like there's an extra teammate that's just flying around.
It does. However, that is not the case. And you guys have 2 less players, so I suppose you need all the help you can get, even from a spectator. I will say your Adrian player.
That's unhelpful because it makes it seem like there's an extra person helping on the map.
Or I could just be scaring red at that every time they see me, they immediately like, oh, look, it's a blue. I will say, Adrian, you're in the VC here. You're doing a phenomenal job at taking down lone reds. Very well played there. I see you're still at it here. Looks like we have a bit of a mini conflict here. Tier 6s against some tier 5s.
Oh, I see it. Wait a second. If they're up there, what's stopping us from... Ah, forget it. I'll just...
Bit of a stalemate there, I think. Possibly 1 kill. Interesting. So Nebula USC there use their dash ability. It'll knock somebody, or their fling ability. It'll knock people far away. But it effectively knocks that player out of combat.
There's a bit of a bug with the O Defender ability because if you use it when you respawn, the torpedo ability turns you into a torpedo. But when you respawn, it removes all of your upgrades.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to work, actually. But the thing with that is you don't lose a life whenever you use the torp ability, so you can continually do it basically forever, I believe. Well killed there by Tix.
Yeah, but it also means that if you have any upgrades, if you have significant upgrades, you can lose them if you use
True.
them.
You have to either choose to be the O Defender and like mine basically, or you have to choose to be the torpedo. It's one or the other kind of. But there we can see a little bit of how the piercer works insta kill. All right, well I'm gonna leave you guys the VC. I'm gonna see how Team 2 is doing. Team 2, how's it going? You guys are slightly far behind, but
I just left the whole game because I took the wrong ship.
Terrible.
Ah, shoot. Well, your options if you take the wrong ship is you can either stay tier 5, or you can, leave the game and restart.
No, I just left. I can't say.
Terrible for some reason. I don't know.
C'est une dinguerie. Il y a vraiment des trisomiques. C'est une dinguerie.
I will note you guys have 2 more players in the opponent team.
Follow me.
So you have the advantage in terms of players, but and I believe coordination as well.
Okay.
Because I think the opponent team, Team 1, currently has very, very few people talking
What is he
DC.
doing, bro? Stop taking the gems, bro. Oh.
Are you talking about the Atos?
Normal qu'on se
Bro,
chie dessus.
he's tier 6, he's taking my gems. I'm fucking tier 3, bro.
Give the piercer 10,000 health, please. I need more shield than this.
Yeah, that is always the problem. It's either you hit your shot or you're dead. It's a fun ship to play though. Pulse is an expert at it, but he is not in this game today.
Oh.
I will say both you and Team 1 are doing a very good job at coordinating ships. I have not noticed a duplicate yet. I suppose I should be spectating you all, not Blue here.
Why didn't you tell me that there is no healing in this mode?
I mean, I guess I didn't feel the need to do it. Your team could have told you, or
Okay.
I mean,
I'm
we had practice rounds, but yeah, there is officially. I suppose I should mention that too for the stream. There is no healing at all in this mode. The only way there could be healing
Oh putain.
would be the Valkyrie.
I just wasted 1 hour and a half of gaming just to play healer, and there is no healing, so I'm devastated right now.
Unfortunate. Sorry about that. I maybe should have mentioned that.
Oh shit, bro. No.
It is part of the
No.
fun. I mean, some people wanted regular Starblast to have no healing too, but
Moi je suis un trisomie.
that's this
Je m'en
mode.
fous.
I mean,
All right. Well, good luck to you all.
don't... Okay, guys, yeah.
Yep. I'll look forward to seeing who wins. All right, that is blue and red. It's doing very well. The amount of random pings I get, but I am very impressed for how kind of thrown together this ended up being with the language barriers. I think both teams are doing an absolutely phenomenal job. Very glad to see it. You can also see blue is nearing tier 7. So I'll be intrigued to see how many of them actually upgrade. Wait a second. Aha, there is 2 condors on blue, and I have found it. So now let's figure out which one I'm gonna kick.
We want to do it.
So blue, I have noticed that you guys have 2 condors.
Who copied the condor?
So somebody is getting kicked. Which condor was claimed? Let's see. Condor was claimed by Bautista. So it looks like the other... Yeah, Bautista, you indeed have claims to the condor. Let me find the other one. Where did they run off to? I think they just disappeared. Here they are. Alright, it is FR Arctis. You in the VC? I think you are. Yes, so your choices are either you're gonna have to downgrade or I'm gonna kick you. Or I'm going to kick you, but you're gonna have to choose a different path to go on. So you might want to get all your things in the base, or either alternatively downgrade. It's your choice.
Hold on. Who clicked?
So your choice is either I kick you right now, or you're gonna have to get rid of all your pods and maybe contribute your gems and then just go die to red a bunch of times and downgrade. Those are the 2 options.
Dude, you told us a speedster. What happened?
Base is full. Base is full. Why did I keep going?
You wanna... Arctis, you're gonna have to either respond to that, or I'm gonna have to kick you here. Should be really bad for your team. They're already down 2 players. Okay, let me type it out.
Okay. Delta, as soon as we get max gems, we have to go back to the base. Because they're gonna attack us.
Yeah, I'm just about almost max. Okay, I am up maxed out gems.
Alright, well, what tier 7 choices do you have?
All right, looks like Arceus
I have the
goodness,
Odyssey.
has chosen to downgrade. So,
I have
you can
the Odyssey
contribute.
and the Ares.
You guys can let him know he can contribute his gems and get rid of his secondaries, but then he'll just have to go die to red a bunch of times. But yeah, so Just you can contribute your gems and get rid of your secondary, your pods, and then just go die.
Also, look, this guy's 124 score, level 1.
On blue, yeah, I think he got a kill.
How the heck, bro?
As for
I'm gonna
score, it's
see-
looking pretty even right now. Red definitely has lower tiers. Anyway, I'll leave you guys as VC. Yeah, it is.
Oh, this guy's gonna choose a dupe chip, isn't he? Please don't choose.
Should I should I upgrade up
I'm gonna
to
leave you guys as
7 now,
VC,
or
but
what?
so Arctis, if he downgrades, yeah, you guys can upgrade to tier 7, whatever tier 7s you want. If he downgrades, he can either stay as the next tier or find another ship that which player's gonna get ganged up on another ship that hasn't been chosen yet. I'll leave you all to figure that out. Looks like he thought it was after Atos, which would make sense. In vanilla, it is indeed after Atos, but in this mod, it's a little bit different. So that's where it pays to watch the arena or look at the arena chat. So right now, blue absolutely has the strongest lead. I mean, they're... Here's the Watcher. In case you all have never seen before, this is the Watcher. It is the largest ship in the game. It has a very good ability. It's just fun. But it is less broken. This was the one ship in this mod that I nerfed. It looks like blue's mounting an attack now. And somebody just got yeeted. So we'll see. It might be approximately 2 hours until this reaches the base, but we'll see how that goes. Right now, red has a fairly coordinated front line here. We got 4 people. Looks like Nebula USE and Red Wing are here on the front line. But there is a couple miners over here. Hazard's joining in. Very smart. There's a couple miners over here that are quite as focused. Blazes gets killed again there by Adrian. Yeah, this ship right here is not too hard to kill if you can surround it. The hard part is just surrounding it. But well used there by John Pro of his ability, but it's not the strongest tier 6, but it is fun. Right now what red needs is an absolutely coordinated defense, because there's only 4 people here plus 2 north that can absolutely be smashed as they don't have a lot of gems. Well, it takes a lot of gems, but that Odyssey just has no gems. But if they cannot get a coordinated defense here, then this could be. Fortunately, it also looks like they have very low gems. Their money base. So if blue pushes its advantage, I could definitely see this game being over here. Yeah, and it looks like blue is absolutely pushing it. For having a 2-player disadvantage, they're doing phenomenally well here. You can see the aftermath here. Okay, that's a kill over red. Okay, I didn't know if blue had gotten, or red had gotten killed there. Right now, the best ships are probably going to be the Viking that Hazard has, and other defensive ships. There we go. Well played. This is one way to defeat the Watcher, is using the push abilities. Very well played there. Maybe the USC is going to die here, unfortunately. Yep. They get taken out. Sakura, very good play though there. All right, their audio is down. That's a very good. I would have targeted that at first as well, and maybe go for that U sniper as well. However, their entire team just got wiped. Seeing a few more tier 7s filter in here. We got Bautista here as another tier 7. It looks like he's been taken out. The Megalodon, named after the legend Megalodon himself. One of the best players in the game. Got a Piercer here, which I believe is their first for blue, so good coordination there. I'm not sure if that player's in the VC, but for being a fly most of the game, good coordination to turn to the Piercer and fight back of lines. Here we have a duel off between the two Vikings, Hazard and SR58. how it's going. Red's kind of holding their own, but blue is still pressing their advantage. I think it's a very smart thing to do. Good coordination here, though. Red Wing coming in with his max gems that unfortunately just got stolen from him. Hazard here doing a really good job of... Here you can see this Adrian just stealthed. I don't know where he went. There he is. I think he just stealthed. Hazard gets taken down here. Okay, X12 got taken down. Hazard's almost dead. I've got to play that downgraded to a... Why can't I think of the name of that ship right now? A tier 4. Vanguard, there we go. And now we have the Watcher on the base. This is likely the end of the base, based on how much damage this guy does. You don't want to have a Watcher shooting at your base, that is for certain. This is their last high-scoring player here. It doesn't look like he has his stealth ready yet. He's gonna get taken out. No, not enough time to regain it. Some Torp launch. That's the X3's abilities. It can launch 3 Torps. Fun ability there. Very strong. And our takes us on gems, though. I could definitely see Red pressing this advantage. Yep. Nice press. The ability of the Watcher basically gives your teammates all around you random secondaries that they can fire, so it's very strong to get rid of that right away. Good coordination there by Red. I don't know if it'll be enough, but they can grab enough of these gems that are just sitting here. I think that could be. I'm worried that I'm seeing too many blues that have full gems. Okay, ghost there by Adrian. You can see you can literally not even see them. Actually, not even their name, which is crazy. I don't know that. They are still visible on the minimap. Blaze gets taken down again. Which is not good in close combat. Okay. Oh, nope, they got a kill. 2 kills, actually, I believe. Red got 2 kills. It's good, sends people back. And actually, the entire team is separated now. They're fighting 3 people up here. Which is very good. Gate with a good Viking kill there. If they coordinate this, they can take out... Why did that ship just get a bunch of gems? I think it's an ability. Okay, now he's the tier 7 version of the Piercer, so only one ship can upgrade to the Piercer, and only one ship can upgrade to the Watcher. Or the Penetrator, this is the Penetrator. And both of the ships are on this team. The Watcher is very strong, this one, according to Pulse, is not. But we'll see how they utilize it. It's down to 12 players now. Still 12 for blue, so we have an even fight. That very much favors blue. I think this is the game for red. They'll put up resistance. I'm just not sure how long it'll last. There's a kill of a blue. I believe Delta Commander might have used his self-destruct ability. It's funny, the Odyssey is very powerful in vanilla Starblast, but not super powerful in this. His ability literally just self-destructs it when it kills anybody who's around it. So I think he had killed the Vanguard there, but I don't think that's very well played here by Nebula USC, getting that spin. A little too hard of a push. I think that blue might have done that. Very close one. Hazard still doing a great job over here. killing this 6-3. Just got him. He's taken out though by Adrian, I believe the top score. Nope, top score. Yeah, apparently Echoes do very well. Both the top teams. Well, that's a Marauder actually, but one of the top players of both teams is an Echo. So very well played here. But we got a watcher on the base, so it's not gonna last too long. Gems have all been drained. That's a module down. Yeah, but USC though, very good job there. Utilizing a very light ship very well. Very well played at that player. Very talented. Glad to have them as a member of IS. Blue's fragmenting here. It looks like they should have too many gems. Hazard's gonna, yeah, do a very good job with that ship. But I don't think it's enough to stem the tide here. Alright, we're gonna have a slight intermission after this. I'm gonna reorganize teams. Blue is a win, so blue will be staying as a team, red will be staying as a team. But I'm gonna sub in any new players that want to join, and try to even things out again after this. So if you're watching this live stream and you want to participate, you absolutely can. It is very open. Just make sure to join the Inferno Squadron Discord again. There should be a link in the description. You'll need to react in our announcements channel to get that role. It's 3 modules left, almost 2. Very good game to blue. They had a hurdle of less players to overcome. They also had a player who chose the wrong ship and had to downgrade. And I think they did very well. Their initial strategy worked incredibly well. So very well played to blue here. I'm gonna join the VC to get the final responses from these players, see what they're thinking. All right, Blue, how you feeling right now? You guys were the first team to be created, so you had a slightly extra time, but you also have nobody talking in the VC, as well as less players.
I mean, results show for themselves. Once you run out of tier 6s, you can't do much against a bunch of heavies.
As Delta Commander gets killed.
Yeah, but that's their only tier 6. It's like, what are they gonna
This is... Yeah, okay, well, oh, that's a glitch. I got killed whilst in Spiral, which means I respawned as a tier 7 with 3 extra lives.
Yep, that is indeed a glitch that you can take advantage of. I remember experiencing that myself.
Well, I'm going to abuse that.
How about ships? Do you guys feel like you're liking the ships you have right now, or are you thinking about changing next game?
I'll keep it just for the sake of keeping it from mining. Because I think what helped us win was our mining advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And then we already have fighters that take advantage of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I might not be.
One module left.
I might not be part of the next match. But...
Yeah, no worries. Anybody can sub in and out. So if you're leaving, make sure to leave. I'm gonna redo the online pings, but if you're staying, make sure to stay in the VC. This one should be a quick transition, hopefully. I'll remove the online ping, and everybody who's not in the game can re-respond to that, and then we can get that going. All right, I will see you all. What's that?
I'm seeing if Red Wings can't take our gems here.
Yeah,
It
of
doesn't
course.
matter.
Maybe you guys won. All right, I'll talk to you later. Red team, how do you guys feel? It was a close battle the entire time, but they had that beginning strategy there of taking out people.
Disgusting. There's no balance and there's a lot of glitches. Just not worth playing.
There are indeed a
dying
lot of
with,
glitches.
Yeah, it's just not worth anybody playing since you just like stacking a T7. It's just like everyone just dies. It's just like you can't fight.
I mean, you definitely can fight tier 7. I've fought in games that you have, but I understand how it's difficult.
It's a
Definitely need to
combination
have
of not
coordination.
being able to choose your ship. Like I wasn't able to choose the one I thought I was able to choose, and then like everyone else was just like, oh, I can't play the ship I want to play, and then no one knew what to do.
It's difficult. Well, now you guys have one game under your belt. You
like-
have some expert players like Hazard and Nebula USC, and as well as Aerodani. So we'll see how next game goes. You guys can modify your strategy based on what's going on there. If you want to sub out, you guys
I don't know
can.
who we're gonna play.
You don't want to play another one?
I don't know. It's everyone just like our team kind of lost hope. So it's just like it's so
Yeah, a lot
unbalanced
of
and
people
no one wants to
just
play.
left mid game.
Ah, that's fair. Well, I'm gonna sub in and sub out fresh players. If you're leaving, make sure to leave the VC, just so I know what's going on. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna move.
I want to play, but like, you know,
I'm gonna move the stream into
I
intermission
can't
now.
play the
so-
shit I want.
teams are rapidly joining. When I say rapidly, I mean rapidly. Let's see what Blue's final ship selection is. Blue's in with a quick start. They got a lot of people in there. Red just has 3 right now, so... Ah, look at that. Blue is the T1 going to. Nice, they got one player with the T1 in their name. That is always cool to see. Here come the rest of Red. We already have combat. It's fun. Red is quite confident they're gonna win. So we'll see how that goes. I'm intrigued to see. The stream is being invaded by some of those people who feel very confident they're gonna win, but right now it's 10v9, actually 10v8. To factor me out, so Blue has the player advantage currently, but I believe Red has more people in the VC, so I think we're just waiting right now. That is very fun. However, Red will not be complaining this time about me looking like a Blue, so... Blaze, Olean. 9v11. So one thing we haven't really talked about yet is communication. We talked about leadership already. We've talked about strategy. We've seen how Blue strategy played out really well last game, but we have not yet talked about communication. Oh, well, I guess we kind of have with the language barriers. But yeah, one of the big things is Starblast is a very, very diverse game, and so there's a lot of people that have different languages that they communicate with. And so one of the issues that both teams had at the beginning was people not communicating in, or well, not speaking the language, or even not talking in general. So that was one thing Blue complained about at the very beginning. In their VC was the fact that there was only like 2 people talking. It was Delta and Tix, and so Tix is kind of like their leader right now, stand-up leader. I suspect because of that he might get the MVP if they win, but we've not really seen that from Red. Red's been a lot more of a conglomerate, like council system. There's been a lot of them talking, so it's interesting to see the different communication styles, because I agree, like, sometimes it's good to have one person talking, but sometimes it's good to have the rest of your team talking too, so you can talk about, or you can discuss, like, if a Red's attacking, you can coordinate a lot, because somebody can say, oh, Red's attacking. So very different leadership styles, in my opinion, I think, partly because of the language barriers. But I think it'll be good. Right now, it's still a 2-player difference right now for Blue. Oh, well, 1-player difference now for Blue. I think this is going to be a fairly fair game. I'm quite excited. I think this is going to be a good one. We'll see if Red can make the comeback and force it to a 3-player game or 3-round game, or if Blue's got it in the bag and they can take it out immediately. If you're asking for the link for this game can only be joined through joining the Discord link in the description and signing up, but it is a little late for that. I know we've had some last-second sub-ins, which has been good, but it's a little complex for the team to try to coordinate too. So, Blue seems to be very spread out mining. I think that was part of their strategy. We'll see. Seeing a lot of wide defenders here. And one shadow. Nice. Here's a lone player all over Pira. Arceus. That could definitely result in being taken out. We'll see. Red just got a solid group of pulse fighters again. I think they're going for a similar strategy of the more advanced ships. I think they're going to be going fighter class here, is my estimate, which is a very strong strategy mid-game, tier 6 fights. There are some real fun abilities there. Looks like blue might be going for a little more of a mining strategy, which I cannot blame them. Blue still has a 1-player lead. And I think it's time we talk about the final thing that goes into this game, which is skill. When creating this event, I have one of the big things was didn't want to create an event that was just like dueling league. So there's other events similar to this that are all about Starblast dueling. They're 1v1 combat, which is understandable, and it's a really fun mode. I participated in them, but as somebody who's not super skilled at the game, it's very difficult to be able to get in there and face with people that are quite talented. So this event was created much more around the idea of strategy and teamwork, and I think both teams have definitely found out how hard teamwork is, especially with language barriers. And so it's good to see that teamwork, the work that's going on with that teamwork. But with skill, there are players who know certain ships and there are players that don't. And so one of the cool things, some of the new people did not know certain ships. Beautiful torp strike there by the shadow. That's an ability that has can fire a singular torp. Can't do a lot of damage though, and the base does heal fairly quickly. But both teams are now tier 2. But some players didn't know certain ships, and so having players who are like, oh, I'll just choose that ship to have fun, whereas having players that are very focused on which ships are the best and certain strategies really can make the difference. So coming in here prepared could result in a win. Here we have SR Killer doing a phenomenal job of weeding out people here. I don't know if this shadow might escape here. Ooh, unfortunate. Well played, well played. Blue's going with their similar strategy of lower tier attacking, and I think it's going to work very well. Yep. This poor player just upgraded and they're about to die. It's a one-man army, SR Killer is. He's got a big clump here to fight. I don't think he's going to be able to beat that. Oh, there we go. He found a low player. This is what red really needs to defend against. Lula is doing a really good job at pulling back. And I think he might have... Yep, I think Killer might have pulled a little bit too far into combat there. Well played. Well played by red there. Lula did a great job at tempting him to come too close. Taking him out. Let's definitely win by red there. But while I speak, blue is catching up very fast in the mining battle. I'm seeing 3 Crusaders there on their screen, which have a ability that basically gives them gems, so they can form infinite gems. I do think somebody launched a torp at them. Team scores are about equal, which is great to see. Players are nearly equal. It's only 1 player difference. 1 extra player for blue. Here's Kingpin here with his attack pods. Like I said, I recommend when you're the X-Warrior spamming that ability as much as possible. Ah! We have our first alien spawn. It's like Red Wing tried to do it there, or maybe Nebula. Not Nebula tried to do it. Their team is currently suffering for it. All 3 of them are on gems. It's kind of firing at me right now. I better not distract it. Oh, and they spawned another one. There is currently now 2 aliens attacking red. That is great to see. I'm interested to see how many players get taken out here. Ah, they both died last second. That was a close one. We had some problems early on. Adrian here's all by himself. Very close to red. I could see a counter-strike happening there. But blue is power mining their way to the next tier. I think Kirby's one of their few offensive ships they have. Kirby and Arctis. Full mining pods too? Yeah, they are absolutely power mining. Would be interesting to see a counter-strike from red here. I think that could result in some damage, but I would be intrigued to know if they could get them with full gem loads. I think if the Crusaders have full gem loads, they'll easily be able to make it back. But we have our first Atos, which is phenomenal to see. Such a fun ship to fight with. Yet to see a team stay with the Atos through tier 6. I think everybody's upgraded so far. But this could change this game. Okay, we are officially even now. Red is 14 players, blue is 14 players, so... Or 13 players, I should say. That is phenomenal to see. I'm seeing a lot of mining pods here from blue. Commander's back to the bastard. That's a phenomenal mining ship as well. And that's definitely showing in the mining battles here. They're already well on their way to tier 4 base, so... Beyond that, they even have an attacker who's killing people, so... Blue doing a phenomenal job. They might be able to close out this game and be able to earn the MVP for themselves, but Red is quite confident that they have it, so... And with even players now, I think it'll be a lot more difficult. Here's one of the new players. Anchor. Boy, Killer got himself a little bit stuck in there. Some missiles are doing really well there from Blaze. I think he might be able to escape. That knockback is making it difficult. Well played, well played. I think Red's doing a better job of managing Killer and the other... I don't know if they're another fighter, I think it's just Killer. But he's still doing a very, very good job at annoying them. Taking out several of their weaker people. Score-wise, we're again about even. I think Blue's slightly ahead because of the mining front, which they are doing quite well at. But Red is catching up. We have another alien at the base to deal with, and I highly want to know who shot that. I think Red's destruction... Or was it Blue? Yeah, I think it was Red's destruction. This entire game has solely been... Like, beginning half of the game has been aliens. If you take out the blue people that have attacking them, so... A little bit of work needs to be done there. I think part of the issue could be Blue doesn't quite know. But here we go. Now we have a Red who's taking advantage. There's a little bit low gems and a lot of pods. I don't think it's going to last very well. Nice alien fire, though. That'll distract 2 of them for a while. In fact, it might even kill Tix. Yeah, that completely put everybody off of his trail. The only thing that suffered there was his attack. It was his mining pods. Lost 1. Here we have the offensive division of Blue. The 2 speedster ships, it looks like. That boss is still over. Oh, it did kill Tix. This looks like the 2 speedster ships here we have on Blue. Red has a lot of Mercuries. Blue does not have a lot of Mercuries. Wow, yeah, okay, so I think Red's going for U snipers here. We'll see. But Blue has got a Bat Defender, Crusader, yeah, heavy ships, and 2 Atoses. So fascinating. These teams are both going for very different strategies here, and I'm very excited to see how it actually plays out. Here we go. We got the mining division of Red. Yeah, the T Warrior's pretty good at mining too. U snipers are not though, so grab this attack. Just kidding, I can't grab it. But that attack pod right there, that was when one of them activated, likely Smoko here activated their attack pod ability to turn into attack pod and dropped attack pods, but unfortunately the team wasn't able to take advantage of it. Looks like a decent amount of them have mining pods already. Red Wings are mining. Sakura's going Bat Defender, which I believe is different from last time. I'm not positive though. And if I'm telling, I don't think I see Hazard on Red this time. I think Hazard might have bowed out after the first game. It's unfortunate. Red loses a very skilled player there. That up here. Just 2 Reds that are very far out. Here is combat. Actually, tax time, I think. I think Batista just stole some from that poor fellow. Not sure if you even noticed. Keep over here. He's been fighting since first game as well. Let's see here. We should probably go over, yeah, who's been fighting. X12's been fighting. A little bit of fighting going on here. Batista's been fighting. Ice Lynx is a new addition. Anchor is a new addition. think it's probably about 2/3 of the people have been fighting since the beginning, and about 1/3 has just joined. So for those that are the 2/3, they're the ones that are likely to get that MVP distinction. But as for now, blue is absolutely smoking the mining battle, but so we get a little bit of an attack going on here. Yep, we do. We do have an attack going on. Batista's getting kind of bullied here by Nebula USC, I'm not gonna lie. Yep, ends up getting taken out. But they got a group going on here, it's just a little far away. This Prue is the bat. This is the bat defender in bat form. You can see it's very fast. Some fun abilities and fun strategies you can do with that. But as of now, red is mining very close to blue base. I think these few blue players that are over here by blue base are kind of alienated from the rest of their squad. It's a little risky there getting that far away, but blue does have a very distinct advantage. Uh-oh. Jesus gets taken out again with the mining pods. Almost had Blaze. Yeah, a lot of U snipers here on red. They're going for the high DPS ships there. Missile goes right through Nebula. And Effie Anchor used his hidden ability to chase him too, so that's a fun ability on the Shadow X2. You can turn invisible and yet still maneuver. Similar to the Ghost ability on the Fury Star, but that one doesn't turn you invisible. Mining close to their base. I think blue are all mining up their tier 6s, so we'll see if they capitalize on that tier 6 advantage. Ah, this is the first time we've seen the... What is this ship? Arcane, I think? First time we've seen the Arcane in game, I believe. Also the first blue Barracuda we've had. These are both new players. Kirby and Rinjun have both just subbed in today. Delta Commander and takes some of the some of the few players that are actually still in. So I think blue has actually had a mostly entire game sweep change of players. Adrian was their last game too, though. Ah, okay, never mind. Killer Wizard 2. I'll take that back. About half an hour. There's a few player, Killer and Nebula USC, that have been doing a phenomenal job at harassing the opponents. Even if it isn't like an instant, this is a close battle. Ooh, that was close. Even if they haven't caused specific deaths, they have caused a lot of annoyance, and here they might actually get a death. Oof, very close. Good use of ability there by Nebula USC to escape. He's got the rest of blue hot in his tail, though. Batista's eager for revenge there. Looks like Kirby might get taken out here. He's gonna use his ability. There it goes. Nebula USC saw that one coming, though. Saved by Alex. Well, I don't know if Alex will be safe either. Ice Links. They're not gonna make it either, I don't think. That's a lot of mining pods that get lost there. That's highly unfortunate. Spoils of war, though. This obviously leads Nebula USC to be their top scorer by quite a lot. In fact, the top scorer in this game by quite a bit. Looks like Blue's still working on upgrading. I don't see a lot of full gem capacity here. I think they're in the trenches, the mining trenches. Yeah, because now red is the next tier too. I'm not sure for how big of a difference there. I'm not sure if blue was able to get worth out of that early mining. I mean, I suppose red is just upgrading, but blue doesn't really close to being done upgrading either. Nebula USC is doing a phenomenal job at harassing them. Well, that's Red Wing, I was gonna say, with... I don't know where's... Got another Echo. These were both some of the top scorers last game. They did a phenomenal job harassing the opponents and stealthing when needed. Maybe more of a phenomenal job at keeping their score. I imagine that the amount of U snipers here that are on red is going to be slowing their mining progress down quite a bit. Those tier 7s, or those tier 6s take quite a while to mine up, whether you're the Piercer or the Advanced Fighter. Let's look at blue here. Let's see if, make sure we don't have any doubles. Ah, we have the first Gurren. Peru has gone Gurren, and I'm incredibly surprised it's taken this long. Because in my opinion, Gurren is one of the strongest ships in this game. Here it is. Alright, there's the Gurren. It has an amazing burst ability. That is... Oh, it's just incredibly powerful. So I'm surprised nobody else has chosen it so far. But that could come from not having having quite as experienced teammates, possibly. Tell you to do that. Adrian was the Echo last game as well, so we'll see if he gets back to his 20,000 score that he had. I think Nebula USC's gone a different ship. Sure, here we go. You got a little engagement. Killer, as always, doing a great job at harassing their miners. Nope, Nebula USC's. Here we go. Here's our Viking player. So I'm not quite as experienced as Hazard, I believe, but it's still a strong ship regardless. We'll see how they use it. On blue, I don't know if I've seen a... Ah, here's our Speedster on blue. Very strong PvP here. Very strong PvP ship, I have to say. No, I'm not seeing a Viking on blue. I don't know if they have a Viking. Interesting. That'd be a change of pace. I know SR 58 was Viking last time. I'm not sure. Yes, for those of you asking, it's probably been a while since you asked that. I do apologize for not checking, but link is private. It is not going to be released publicly. You have to sign up on our server. And yeah, yep, I spectated. I have a mod that Nerd made. So shout out to Nerd for creating this mod for me to spectate. Yeah, it is a fairly large event. It's right now currently 13v13, solid. Both teams have 13. I think they're both very committed. This is gonna be difficult. I realize with my FV or FOV, my increased FOV is gonna be difficult to see if I'm a player or a spectator or not. So I see how Blue would be annoyed with this. There's a Gurren. This is a new player, new addition to the game. Here we go. We got a slight fight here. Actually, I think they could have won that. I'm not sure they didn't push harder. I guess there was those two ships up there. Ah, we have a... Okay, we do have a big fight going on. Yeah, that's going to end quickly for that, Piercer. Team of 3, team of 4 here. It looks like that's harassing. I think Blue's... Yeah, Adrian did a great job harassing last game. I think Blue's... Nice pull there by that Kuda. That knocks that guy well out of the fight. Yep, his ability there. Ooh, nice dodge, nice dodge. Isn't it a good kill? Oh, close. Not close. Torpedo is not the strongest, unfortunately. That's unfortunate that didn't get the kill. I think it should have. Now Red's up in arms, though, I think. They defended that quite well, actually, in my opinion. Didn't lose very many people or very many gems. Although this is what Blue's doing. They're distracting them now. They're not mining. Follow the guy. Nice knock there by Nebula. I think it was the wrong direction. He was intending it to be a different direction. Dark Ninja, it is not quite too late to sign up. if blue wins this game, it will be, because then blue will have won 2 games out of the 3, and they will be able to appoint MVPs. However, kill there by Nebula. Wow. Okay, blue's almost the next tier. It's good that red is harassing them here, but likely, well, right now blue's kind of on pace to win. But if red pulls it back up, then yes, then there will be time to sign up again. You can sub in for another player. Same with you, TomoTube. If you're not on Discord though, you won't be able to join. It is on Discord. It's just how it has to work with botters and all in Starblast. Red has lost a player actually. Down to 13. Good launch there by that Kuda. Alright, let's hop into the VCs here. Let's see how it's going. I mean, blue has the advantage here. Blue, you guys have the advantage in mining again. It looks like your plan's going as you wanted it to. I guess you're
really planning anything.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. And plus, I expected the rock tower to be better at mining, but it's not as good as the Goliath.
Yeah, the Goliath is. I think it's got a higher mass, but rock tower has faster shield regain, I believe. How about the rest of your team?
Yeah,
have you all been coordinating as expected? I've seen some attacks on both sides that have been fun to watch.
I haven't seen much. All I've done is throw some rocks at people when they get close to the base.
Yeah, I don't think you're on the front line there.
No, I haven't been. I joined late, so I haven't been able to lead like I did last game.
Sure.
At least with mining. PvP, I was always out the orbit until the very end.
Nice kill there by SR. Killer there. Took out a guy. Really took out you. That's well played. Yeah, Adrian and yeah, your guys' PvP ships are doing a really good job at harassing them, actually.
You know, let me help them out.
You guys are doing, like, your strategy is really well, having the dedicated miners, kind of, and your PvPers, all your guys that are the speedstership, Adrian, Arctis, you guys are doing a phenomenal job at just harassing them. Definitely give you guys marks for that. Kirby, too.
I have almost enough gems for a torpedo run.
Nice. Yeah, your guys' strategy is working very well. I think Red has been highly distracted, and that's why they're behind in that mining game here. Somebody's got infinite
I saw that award from that
nice
one
hit.
torpedo thing.
Yeah, the demolition award. I
Those.
remember that. That's a fun one. Uh-oh. Blue just about to get killed. Looks like they rejoined. Red, interesting. Well, I wish you all good luck.
Wait a second. I get this really annoying tier 7. I wondered where it came from.
Actually, Red's kind of pressing their advantage right now. They lost a couple players, but... Ooh, that was a nice quick drive there from... I barely escaped. This guy's EMP'd. He makes it out of that alive.
I got it.
Uh-oh. He's stealthed in the wrong direction.
You guys want me to torpedo their base?
Yes.
Alright,
Yes.
I wish you all good luck.
Terrible. What is this?
How is Red doing here? It doesn't look too good.
Same thing as last time, just like if you get outlined, you lose no matter what.
Dude,
Yeah,
we're in
I
it to
think-
win it, remember?
I think
We're in it to win it, bro.
and it's a win. I think their strategy is
Oh,
working.
what the?
Talking with them.
What is this?
We're almost about to win, and don't worry, trust me.
I trust.
I got jammed in the base and I got glitched out.
Oofta, I
That's
saw
probably
you
why.
there.
Did you see me flying?
I did see you stuck there, I think, yeah.
I almost died. I was on like 4 hearts.
You guys have almost got that blue killed there. Barely escapes though. Yeah, I think talking about strategy, I think blue specifically went all the heavy ships just to be able to outmine you guys. To be able to get to the tier 6 better.
It's not fun though. It's just not fun.
That's fair, that's very fair. But I think that was just the issue, you guys had a little too much speedster class ships. Oh my goodness, I don't even know what happened there, but that was crazy.
I killed somebody.
You did.
Is that you?
No, not me. I'm still alive. I'm just spectating.
Oh. Oh shoot, that's not good for the boost.
Yeah, I think that's a blue victory. Dang, I thought you guys had it. I think you guys lost Hazard but you all had some.
Hazard.
I'm back,
I forgot
guys,
about that guy.
Yeah.
I returned and half of our base is gone, guys. What's
Oh gosh.
Oh, I saw that.
Okay, here's the plan. I'm still my shield on, so I'm just gonna do one of these, right?
Oofta.
Oh my god, I thought he survived that. I was like, what the heck? There's no way you could survive a death.
Nice job there for
Like,
Blaze
I
killing their
full-on death.
watcher. That's a good to get rid of. Dang, I hate to say it. I think you guys got beat. I was really,
stupid.
I thought you guys had it too.
winning, bro. We're winning, bro.
We're trying to have fun playing this. We can't have fun because they just rush a mining. They immediately.
No,
kill us.
they
Like, it's not
do.
fun.
I mean, I think in general you all have more skilled players, but that was the problem I think with you guys going speedster classes that just outmined.
Yeah, but we can't play the game. It's like half the fun of team modes being able to play the ship you won. You can't play the ship you won.
That is true. That's one of the difficulties of this. But I mean, arena is hosted a lot more, and so I think it's good to play something different than just regular arena mod. But you just two outlets.
But you definitely need to modify some things.
Yeah, let's join the arena general voice.